Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video. We're going to be talking about The Chi Season 4, Episode 3. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We're going to be talking about the ending first because the ending took me out. But it did not catch me by surprise. I saw it coming and I was just waiting for it. Duda and Tracy finally hooked up, y'all. They got it in. But first, Roslin came walking through the door and she was like, my invitation must have gotten lost in the mail. But don't stop. Don't stop because of me. I like to watch. And they did not stop. They kept going. They were on one couch and Roslin was on the other just watching, looking like she was enjoying it. And I was like, she not going to join them? Maybe she'll save that for another day. I'm trying to hurry up and see where this whole thing is going to lead to. But whatever it is, I doubt that it's going to be good. What did y'all think about this whole thing? What was going through y'all mind? What y'all think about Roslin though? Because I don't trust her at all. And this whole episode, she was being rude to Tracy, and Duda was asking Tracy to give her opinion because Roslin and Marcus want to have the Olympics in Chicago or something like that. And Tracy was like, why y'all trying to have an Olympics out here when black people are dying? And Roslin was asking her, how do you plan on patrolling a city when no one is trained? And Tracy's like, well, we're only going to be patrolling the black neighborhoods. And Roslin was like, so only the black neighborhoods need patrolling? Roslin was tired of hearing her and she was like, thank you for dropping off your report. You can leave now. But Duda was tired of hearing Roslin and he asked her to leave and she was like, why? And he was like, because I asked you to. And then that's when Marcus was like, you need to be careful with Tracy. I think Roslin and Marcus are going to turn against Duda. They're not agreeing on what he's doing at all. Duda wants to give Tracy $5 million for her organization and told her that there could be more to come from that too. And Roslin told him that he's out here acting like Trump. And he's like, what's wrong with that? And she was like, Trump is white. So we're going to see what's going to come because we know it's not coming to a good ending because we saw in the first episode that he got shot. So who shot him? Tiff told Emmett that she hooked up and got it in with one of her clients, Dante. She said, and he gives better head than you. Emmett was like, did he pull out so you won't have to be running around here trying to figure out who the daddy is? And she was like, well, we both came, so I'm not sure if he pulled out or not. It hurts, doesn't it? Emmett was looking real sad, but that's what he gets. Keisha told him too. Keisha was like, that's what you get. And later on, Tiff told him that she wants an open marriage. Emmett was like, no, I just want to be with you. And Tiff was like, we've been messing around since high school, so of course we'll get bored of each other. And Emmett wasn't trying to have it, but she was like, let's just try this out and see what happens. And, you know, he kind of reluctantly agreed to it. How y'all think this whole thing is going to play out? Do you think it's going to work? Because I don't think it is. But Tiff and Dom are cool. Tiff says she's not mad at Dom. They went along and kept their whole business agreement going. They had their edible tasting. Dom is happy about this because she was telling Emmett that, you know, she was looking forward to having a girlfriend because she don't have a lot of them. I'm wondering if it's because she do things like this a lot. But Tiff told her we cool as long as you don't do it again. But Dante, the guy that Tiff hooked up with, taught Dom how to make edibles in the first place. But yeah, Darnell got toe up. He got so high at the tasting, and so did Jada. And as y'all know, Jada, we found out she has cancer in the last episode, so she was probably trying to find a way to cope with it. Trey has been there for her. She's the only person that she's told, and she's keeping it a secret from Nina for now because Jada doesn't want her to tell her. They kind of agree on Nina having a big mouth and her telling Keisha and Keisha telling Emmett because she hasn't told Emmett yet. She did try to tell him when he came to her house, but he got mad and stormed off when he saw that she was in there with her little boo thing. Kevin and Jake had an in-school suspension, and the teacher that they were in a room with was like, you know what, I understand y'all, but I just can't let y'all go. So before y'all leave, so I won't get in trouble, write me an essay on what happened. Kevin gets right to it, but I'm with Jake. He was like, is this going to be used against us in a court of law? No, you know, I don't trust this. So he didn't write one, but Kevin did. And Kevin told Gemma, and Gemma's like, do you want to be on my morning show? and talk about your essay. And Kevin was like, nah, that's nerd shit. So Gemma asked Jake, and Jake was like, I didn't write one of those. And she was like, but do you still want to come on my morning show? I'm tired of talking to white people that don't know nothing. And Jake was like, I hate talking to white people, period. She was like, it'll only be a few minutes. So Jake agreed to it. He went on the morning announcement show. Gemma was like, you look nice. Jake said, thank you. And she was like, is that cologne? She was checking Jake out a little bit, and then they said action. So she had to stop. And her first question was, why do you think the police thought of you as a threat when they were the ones with guns? A little nervous at first, but Gemma took her hand and put it on his knee. And then he continued to answer, and he was like, they think of us all like this. They think that we're dangerous, that we don't care if we live or die, but I want to do something with my life. And Kevin saw all of this, and he looked like he was bothered by it. So he got home, and he started texting Gemma, and he was like, what you doing? I miss you. So I think that we're starting to see how Gemma and Jake ended up kissing from that first episode. We getting closer, y'all. And I'm going to stick to what I've been saying since episode 1, which is I think that Keisha is going to keep this baby. You can tell that she's feeling a certain kind of way, and she's stressed. She's been crying. So I think she's going to keep this baby. So Trig and Sean, his friend that just got out of jail, got into it a little bit. He was telling Jake that white girls are for hooking up and black girls are for marriage. Trig interrupted and told Jake, where you think you going? And Jake said school, and he was like, you think I'm a fool? You suspended. Why you going to school for? And Jake said, they do this in white people's school, so I gotta go to school even though I'm suspended. Trig said, well, I'm gonna drop you off. So Jake started stumping away, and Trig was like, don't you be stumping in my house like that. And Jake was like, this not your house, this Reg's house. Trig stepped to him and was like, what you say? Say that again. But he didn't know. He walked away. And so Sean wasn't minding his business, and he was like, why you acting like Uncle Phil up in here? And Trig was like, this my house. Why don't you clean it up? And Sean was like, I'm not your maid. And Trig was like, you are? You living here rent free? This guy Nuke came into Imani's shop and made her do this girl's hair, and I don't like Nuke at all. And while he was in there waiting, that's when Sean walked in, and he was like, when you get out, why you didn't call me? And Imani interrupted. She was like, when you get done talking over there, can you bring me my stuff to Sean? And you can tell that Nuke didn't really like that. Nuke asked Sean, what you doing now? And Sean was like, I'm about to go get me something to eat. So they went out to eat, and that's when Nuke told Sean that Triggs' girlfriend is trans, but in a rude, disrespectful way, like it was a problem or something. Happy Pride Month, period. I thought that we were going to find out this episode how Sean felt about this, but we didn't, so we're going to have to wait. By the looks of it, it's going to be an unnecessary problem. And Trig is out here, a part of the community watch, along with Tracy. Community protection, actually. And let me just say, I like to mind my business, so I would not ever be a part of anything like this. This is too time consuming, too stressful, too much energy. People crazy out here. They took on their first little case, or whatever you want to call it. Somebody called them up. They was like, ring, ring. We need y'all over here. So they went over there to this apartment building, and the couple was having some kind of dispute over an OnlyFans or something like that. And Trig got hit in the face right away. The guy was like, who are you? Hit him right in the face. But Big Mike stopped it real quick. Tracy was talking to the girl later on, talking about how y'all need to work this out. Y'all got a kid. And then Trig was talking to the guy, talking about, I can relate to you. My girl mad at me now too. And the guy wasn't trying to hear it. This is going to be really interesting to watch because people don't like to listen. But, they're talking about, they want the community to come to them, and they don't want the police involved. That's what the police wants. They want them to, go crazy on each other so that they can be proved wrong, So, I don't know if this is a good idea. Do you think it's a good idea? Imani is out here mad at Trig even more because Trig won't help her help this girl that Nuke forced to come in the shop and get her hair done. Triggs told her that Nuke doesn't work for him and this isn't his business. And she's like, so you can help everybody else, but when it comes to sex workers, they're not worthy of your help. She was like, you know what? Does Sean have his own place yet? And he was like, I'm working on it. She said, work harder. Tensions are high and things are about to explode. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. Comment and like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.